We here at CBS 4 News have been on the air covering this tragedy out of Surfside since 4:30 this morning. In just about 10 minutes, we're going to turn it over to our colleagues at CBS Evening News, but we want our viewers to know they're still going to be getting the very latest information out of Surfside, and that's because CBS Evening News anchor Norah O'Donnell is actually in Surfside tonight to cover this big local story that's making national headlines. And Norah, you just sat down with the mayor of Surfside tonight. What did he tell you about the people that they're still looking for and just the response to this tragedy?
I mean, Lauren, he called it an unmitigated disaster, a catastrophe. I mean, he said it's like a bomb. It's like an earthquake. He said something that doesn't happen in America. You don't see buildings like this collapse Pancake style here in America. It happens in other countries when there's an earthquake or something like that. Mayor Burkett actually has a background in construction, and he said, believe me, we're going to find out what happened, because this is not normal for something like this to happen. Now, that's later, right? The investigation about what just happened. But I mean, you guys have been doing excellent coverage, by the way, all day long. I have been watching. And since we got here, what we noticed, of course, is that the Miami-Dade Fire and Rescue still trying to put out a fire inside and smoke. And that has hampered the rescue operation. The mayor of Miami-Dade saying today that there's about 100 unaccounted for. Can you imagine the excruciating weight of families who have not been able to get in contact with someone that might have been inside that building sleeping? And so that's really one of the deep concerns. I've been talking to officials all day long. They say that there is still some knocking that they hear at this hour. The Surfside mayor also telling me that they were able to make cell phone contact with somebody inside. So there are, according to the officials that I've spoken with, signs of life in there. But the big concern is that this is such a dangerous situation. They are worried about the safety of search and rescue. So what they're doing now, they told me they're building these tunnels to go in to get search and rescue inside the pancake floors of this 12-story building to try and rescue anyone that is inside. And, I've covered a lot of stories, not only in America and around the world, but I've never seen anything like this in person. And that's why we came here tonight. And I understand this entire community, obviously, deeply worried and concerned. Lauren?
Absolutely, Norah. And we are somewhat lucky here in South Florida. You mentioned that you've covered stories, unfortunately, like this in other parts of the world. But here in South Florida, we have an elite search and rescue team, two of them coming from Miami-Dade in the city of Miami. So we're very lucky that we have them here and they're staying on top of it. Thank you so much, Norah, for sharing this story with a national audience tonight. We're looking forward to seeing more tonight on the CBS Evening News. Norah will have much more from Surfside on the CBS Evening News. That's at 6:30. We'll be right back.